TikToker Natasha has died at age 28 after battling stage 4 of synovial sarcoma, a rare and aggressive form of cancer. Her passing was announced on her social media accounts on August 22nd in a heartfelt post that read in part, quote, "Natasha was a beautiful soul full of love, kindness, and joy. She touched countless hearts, and she was a big advocate for synovial sarcoma awareness. Her spirit will continue to inspire all who had the privilege of knowing her." The caption also featured a quote from Allen that reads, quote, "Find meaning in your own life. Find what makes you happy. Find how you can make the world around you better." The post also noted that any donations made to her GoFundMe that was originally set up to cover her cancer treatments will now go towards funeral services. The influencer was first diagnosed with cancer in 2020 and documented her journey with the illness on social media, gaining nearly 200,000 followers on TikTok. In a video posted in April, she broke down her cancer story, revealing it all started when she noticed her knee was getting bigger in 2019.
I went to an orthopedic surgeon who prescribed physical therapy. At this time, my knee was getting bigger and also it would not straighten out. So basically, I was just getting a fatter knee, and that was my symptom. In November of 2019, I got an MRI, and the doctor decided to do a surgery because he said there was damage in my knee, and he said there was a cyst. Spoiler alert, it wasn't a cyst.
She explained that she had knee surgery that following year and got the cyst sent for a biopsy, but claims it took months to get the results back.
July 8th, 2020, I finally got my biopsy. I don't get results until 20 days later because they have to send it off to UCLA because they could not identify what was going on. July 28th, I'm told the news that I have synovial sarcoma. My orthopedic surgeon was not looking me in the eye the whole appointment. He was just on his computer doing the transfer work. I'm sitting there not expecting anything, and he says, "It's a tumor." And I ask him, like, what kind of tumor? Because I'm thinking, like, it could be benign because it's in the knee. And he says, "Synovial sarcoma, Google it." At this point, I do the thing, I Google it, tears streaming through my eyes. What is synovial sarcoma? A rare and aggressive cancer that arises usually in your extremities. And it happens usually to young adult patients, 15 to 30 years old. So seeing those words, rare and aggressive, I immediately broke out in tears.
After multiple rounds of chemotherapy, radiation, and tumor extractions, she went into remission, but in late 2021, she was told her cancer was back and considered stage 4.
In November of 2021, I get a biopsy. They take out a chunk of my lungs and my cancer's back. Originally, when I was diagnosed with the cancer in my knee, I was stage 3. Now that it has spread to my lungs, I am stage 4. I started with a clinical trial that did immunotherapy and a targeted drug. Did it for a year, and it worked for a year, but it also gave me really bad side effects, mostly with my skin. I had rashes, and the rashes ended up turning into vitiligo. Right now, this is not as bad as it used to be, but that's one of the side effects. I move on to another clinical trial that is basically T-cell therapy for synovial sarcoma. It uses the MAGE4 protein and targets that with your white blood cells. This trial works for me for a few months, but then we see something bad.
Since first sharing her story, she's been praised for bringing attention to this form of cancer and for her positive outlook.